It's official. Democrat Beto O'Rourke has entered the race for Texas governor. In a campaign video, O'Rourke accused GOP leaders of losing touch with Texas voters.
Instead, they're focusing on the kind of extremist policies around abortion or permitless carry or even in our schools that really only divide us and keep us apart and stop us from working together on the truly big things that we want to achieve for one another. It's a really small vision for such a big state, but it doesn't have to be that way. And I know that together we can get back to being big again.
Here to talk about Beto's candidacy is former Texas GOP Chairman James Dickey and Ed Espinoza from Progress, Texas. Ed Espinoza, how does Beto beat the Republican nominee?
You know, in his video today, he talked about his vision. And one of the things he talked about were the things that unite us. Expanding Medicaid, which is something that the state overwhelmingly supports. Getting into marijuana policy reform, which is something that the state also overwhelmingly supports. These are issues that bring us together, not ones that push us apart. And when you look at the things that have been pushed by Governor Abbott, he's had the most conservative governorship ever in the past year, which includes the most extreme abortion ban in America, permitless carry, ignoring the grid, $5 billion in CARES Act, $5 billion in CARES Act funding that was supposed to go to schools that is not going to schools. This is small thinking. This is divisive thinking. It's time for us to bring it together. And I think Beto has a vision to try and get us there.
Ed, do Texas Democrats need to change or alter the messaging about Beto and some of the things he said, especially about guns in the past? Is that going to be a concern going forward for Democrats?
You know, with regards to what Beto said about guns, it's probably not the way I would have preferred someone to phrase it. But the truth is, anybody who owns an AK-47 or an AR-15 already has their mind made up in this race. There are very few persuadables there. But when you're talking about the suburban moms and the people who have been subject or in proximity of gun violence, that is a very important issue, and they want to hear some real concrete solutions on that, and they haven't been getting them from the Republicans. So going back to the question you were saying about, can this be a competitive race? Look, it's tough for any Democrat statewide in Texas, but Beto has done this before, and he has come very close, and he has more name recognition and fundraising ability than any challenger in a generation. And right now, 92% of Texans say they're concerned about the direction of this state. So it's a good time to be an outsider, but he's definitely going to have to work for it, and I think he's ready for it.
Okay, well, we got to wrap it up for now, but there's going to be ample time to talk about this more. Ed, James, thank you both very much.
Thank you.